inside access that only NASCAR.com brings. Yes, this is NASCAR.com GarageCam presented by Mobile One. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner, live from Pocono Raceway. And there's been some weather in the area, and it's a little foggy out, but we're inside the garage, and we're going to try to bring you all access, looking at all these NASCAR Sprint Cup Series cars. Louis DiDonato. Man, once again, okay, here's the deal, everybody. Y'all got to gang up on Louis DiDonato here. He's first in the chat every week. Louis, hey, that's a good thing to have the target on your back. This guy has the target on his hood. Kyle Larson, best career finish here, 5th. Best average finish of any driver in this field, an average finish of 9th, of course. He's only got, I believe, 5 starts here. But the number 42, this car looking pretty sporty and has seen a lot of speed out of this Chad Johnson-led group as of late of Chip Ganassi Racing, and expect to see some good things from this 42 this weekend. I expect to see this 42 in the top 5, top 10 in speed charts for sure. This is one of the teams that did test here, Goodyear tire test, and was pretty good. Martin Truex Jr., I think, was one of the fastest cars in that test, but expect big things for the 42. And here's our Mobile One driver right here, Tony Stewart. Leads all active drivers with career starts here at Pocono with 34 starts for Smoke, the number 14. 23 top 10 finishes for Tony Stewart here at Pocono. Average finish of 11th. Pretty sporty. Murph right here making some body work, some repairs to the right rear. You think repairs? Well, what the heck for? He hasn't been on track. But, you know, these cars have been rolling through tech all morning, so teams constantly tweaking before and after tech. Always. Big thanks to Mobile One, our proud sponsors here on NASCAR.com GarageCam. So let's take you outside and show you what we're looking at here. Oh, hi, that's CJ. Okay, well, the front stretch is kind of over there. And then turn 1, you can see the fog. Yeah, it disappears. So pretty much, I think we might be on a little delay. It's not going to be for normal weather that you would think. You know, precipitation, cloud to ground moisture, as I like to call it, because I don't like to say the R word. But, yeah, it might be because of fog, because these spotters that stand up top there have to see all the way around the track to keep these drivers safe. Keith Arnold, please show me the Reed Sorensen number 55. We're not there yet, but that's okay. That's okay, Reed. Oh, by the way, one of my best friends, Jason Eagle Allison, joining us for the first time. Eagle, for the first time, he's a GarageCam rookie. So, but one of my great friends. He's such a good friend. He was in my wedding. I mean, come on, man. Inside the garage here, Greg Biffles, Ford EcoBoost Ford Fusion. And then we roll over here, Danica Patrick in the number 10. Career best finish last time we were here in Pocono of, I believe, 16th for Danica Patrick. So definitely looking to build on that success that they had here last time. Fox Sports Go on the side of this Chevrolet this weekend. Clint Boyer. I think we need a lot of Visine to get rid of some of that fog here at Pocono so we can see clearly and get this practice underway. Scheduled to go off in about 27 minutes from now. A little bit of drizzle in the area, but it looks like the weather is splitting us north, splitting us south. So that could be a good thing. These Cup cars, these Cup teams want to get as much practice time as they can on this tricky 2.5-mile oval. Such a tricky racetrack because you have a 3,740-foot front straightaway, the longest in NASCAR, but then you have 3 completely different corners. Turn 1, banked 14 degrees. Turn 2, banked 8 degrees. Turn 3, banked 4 degrees. 4 degrees or 6 degrees, something like that, but all varying corners, and an absolutely challenging track for any crew to set up the balance of these race cars.
If Chuck was here, he would have criticized you about you saying oval when it's a triangle.
It is a triangle. It's not an oval. It's a triangle. It's a tricky
You're
triangle.
welcome, Chuck.
Hey, by the way, just reminded, it's National Donut Day. Be sure to check out our video on NASCAR.com where we ask people on the street to vote for their favorite burnout of the year. Tweet us your favorite burnout. I don't know what the hashtag would be. Burnout Day? Maybe we should get that information. Tweet us. So I guess tweet NASCAR. It's Chuck Bush. It's incomplete. Come on, Chuck. But that's awesome. Donut Day. I like donuts. I'm just saying. I like donuts in race cars. I like donuts for breakfast. It's a beautiful thing. Landon Castle, the number 38. Speaking of beautiful things, it's a nice looking, sporty looking car. Hey, it's the Geico crew, the number 13. These boys were at Antonio's last night, dining on some local pizza and some Italian fare, having a good time, bringing one of the door panels on this number 13 to a local business. Great to see some of the relationships that some of these teams and drivers procure throughout the communities here, whether it's a local restaurant or local charities. Make sure to send that Donut Day, your favorite burnout, to at NASCAR. Hey, and speaking of National Donut Day, here's a driver that's done donuts before, Casey Mears. See if we can get in here with Casey here in a second. He's talking with a crew member right now. Brian Scott right alongside in the Richard Petty Motorsports Medallion Financial car. When I see Medallion on it and it's that color, it just reminds me of a taxi cab. No offense, Medallion Financial, but it just looks like it's the fastest taxi cab I've ever seen, though. Right, Eagle? What do you think? Yeah. Not yes or no? Well, here is Casey Mears. Let's see if we could grab him real quick. Hi, Casey Mears. How you doing? It's a little foggy this morning.
It's a little foggy this morning, you know, and I think that, I don't know if the track's dry or not, but I guess one of the issues is probably going to be whether or not the spotters can see us over in the tunnel. So
yep.
I haven't heard any word on whether or not we'll get out, but I think a lot of guys are thinking that we're going to have, based on that big green blob coming.
That's all grass.
It's a lot of grass.
It's vegetation. We're in the mountains.
There's a lot of grass coming our way. And so a lot of guys are switching over to Q-Chim right now if the field will be set maybe possibly on practice time. So that's what we're doing now, and hopefully we can go out and bust off a lap and be pretty good.
Did you know it's National Donut Day?
I didn't, but when I was scrolling through pretty quickly on Instagram this morning, I saw a lot of people holding up bags and boxes of donuts, so that would make a lot of sense now.
Yeah. Well, what's your favorite flavor of donut, and what's your favorite donut you've ever done?
I'm almost a little bit embarrassed to say it out loud, to be honest, but I like a Krispy Kreme, custard-filled chocolate glazed.
Okay.
It's probably my favorite.
What's your favorite donut you've ever done?
Probably watching my daughter do them in the snow in her Razor for the first time the other day. That was a lot of fun. So those are the favorite ones I've ever seen. The favorite ones that I've ever done. I'd like to say that my favorite ones were when I won the Coca-Cola 600, but I ran out of gas and didn't get to do them.
Yeah, that's
so
a shame.
My favorite donuts are the ones I haven't got to do yet.
All right, maybe one this weekend for Casey Mears and this number 13 Geico bunch right here. Having some fun here in the Poconos and hoping to get on track. It's a very foggy setting here in Long Pond, Pennsylvania. This is a kind of long spread out garage, so we got to roll here. Blake Snow Shack on the number 95 Levine Family Racing Chevrolet SS. Michael McDowell. Got the really cool t-shirts. I mean, look at those t-shirts. Oh, it's Ty Dillon this week. That's right. You know, I'm allowed a senior moment every once in a while. But yeah, kind of look like a Grimace, Barney, I don't know. A lot of purple here. Minnesota Vikings. Eagle's laughing. If I make Eagle laugh, that's a good thing. That means I'm not failing too bad. Anyway, we're going to motor on over here to this side of the garage, get our walking shoes on here on NASCAR.com. Man, I can't wait for the Exalta We Paint Winners 400 on Sunday. Hopefully we get the weather good for us. The weather's great tomorrow for the NASCAR Xfinity Series debut here at Pocono. And I'll tell you what, I can't wait for that either. We'll have an Xfinity Series Garage Cam later today, noon Eastern time. So if you're a fan of this show, make sure you tune into that one. Which I'm just told they did make a gear change for the Xfinity Series cars. So that's good news, you know, because a lot of the teams yesterday were concerned about how those cars are running. So we'll get a little more elaborate on that as we hit Garage Cam on noon, and we'll try to get a crew chief maybe to talk about that for us on NASCAR.com to explain that change, because it is the first time those Xfinity cars are on the track here at Pocono. So yesterday, a big test session for those cars. Matt DiBenedetto right here, the number 83. Regan Smith alongside of the Tommy Baldwin Racing number 7. And of course, Tommy Baldwin right there. Grew up here in the modified ranks, and so many memories up here in Pocono. You know, a Long Islander like you, seeing your dad go out of the ballpark here on the 3/4 mile. Pocono is just a special place for a lot of us.
It is. It kind of feels like home. You know, like you said, modifieds, we ran here for a number of years, whether it been the 3/4 mile or the 2.5 mile one. You and I are probably a little too little to remember, but yeah, I tried to convince the owners to redo the 3/4 mile and get it going
I've been
again.
trying every year on Nogdalski.
Yeah, the problem is the backstretch would be where all the motorhomes are parked, so I don't think we can do that anymore.
We can all move their motorhomes.
Yeah, I don't think we have an issue, but yeah, it's good to be back.
You gonna make a trip to Riverhead? I know usually you make a bonsai run on Saturdays from Pocono all the way out to the east end of Long Island to visit your home track. A very special race out there, the Jason Evans Baldwin Memorial.
Yeah, it's I'm not sure yet. I got a lot of stuff going on here. You know, it's pretty cool that they try to arrange that race so I could possibly make it every year. So I try to hit every other one, but we'll see. I might get aggravated just enough at the end of practice tomorrow just to get in my car and go.
All right, Tommy Baldwin, owner of this number 7 car here, Regan Smith. Now we roll over to the main street. Hey, are we at halfway yet? Eagles knew he's not used to the fact that we got to do halfway. Usually give the halfway like a flag man. Eagle's doing a good job though. See that sprint tablet right there that he has? That sprint tablet is basically what we monitor the chat room on. So we try to get your requests and your questions via there. Casey Kane, a guy that's won here at Pocono, I believe 2 times. Casey Kane, a winner here at the Tricky Triangle. Leah Bartlett won't be there for the show. So can I please see the number 5 of Casey Kane? We go talk to Casey right now. He's at the front of the car, but man, they are tuning up the engine on this number 5 Farmers Insurance ride. This is a team that's really looking to turn their season around. Speaking of a team that has kind of turned the corner here, the number 6 of Trevor Bain. Hey, and one of my favorite sponsorships is back, Sunny D. The sunniest car in the NASCAR garage area right here for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Ricky and Danica were just actually over, actually they might be doing it right now, opening up a dog park here at Pocono Raceway. The first ever NASCAR racetrack with a dog park. Oh yeah, it's Pocono. You never know what to expect when you come to Pocono, and now you can bring your pooch. Come on, bring him. Bring Fido. Have fun. I mean, I'm sure if Danica and Ricky are going to be spending some time in the dog park, they're both dog lovers. Sunny D. Very bright paint scheme, reminiscent of the Tide Ride. Oh wait, somebody wants to say hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Number 47, crew, Randall Burnett, suspended last week, lug nut violation. Ernie Cope will be filling in as the crew chief of this number 47. 3 major penalties announced this week. Oh wait, look. It's a dog. It's a dog. Here we go. We're gonna do. You never know what you're gonna see on GarageCam. Can we interview your dog real quick? Hey, dog. How do you like the dog park? Do you like this new Pocono dog park? No. No, he doesn't. I think he said yeah. Oh yeah. I gotta get a picture interviewing this dog. You don't like the microphone, do you? No. No, it's okay. He's a Rolling Stone fan, though, looking at his collar. Now he's the most famous dog in NASCAR. I don't know about that. He's kind of camera shy. I'm just going to call him Fido. I don't know his real name. Kalahari Resorts and Conventions on the side. Let's get back under control here on NASCAR.com GarageCam. On the side of this Ryan Newman machine. Let's show you something here. Our producer extraordinaire there, Jason Eagle Allison, showing us the radar. If you look at the radar, here's Pocono Raceway. We've got this system moving in from the west. Before it was splitting us south and north. Right now it looks like this system is starting to grow towards the north, so we're figuring we will get some form of precipitation here soon in Long Pond, Pennsylvania. Hopefully we can get these cars on the track. And if we do, I will say, just for Jason Allison, I will say, Poco yes. Poco no, Poco yes. You can use that hashtag, I like it. Anyway, the number 21, what's up, Andretti? number 21 of Ryan Blaney, a rookie here in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. But remember, this driver here has experience at Pocono. In the Truck Series, he has a win to his credit. I believe 2 starts here in the Truck Series for Ryan Blaney, and his first start, 2013, first time on this tricky 2.5 mile triangle. He got the win in the Truck Series, so a place where he's got a little bit more confidence coming in. I know Cup cars are completely different, but Ryan Blaney has some experience here at Pocono. Don't think he doesn't. Here is Jamie McMurray and the boys talking. Before practice here. McMurray's car being worked on over there. All right, Jamie McMurray, we got the radar behind you. Give us your best weather forecast.
Well, you never know in Pocono. It looks like it's getting ready to rain, but now the sun's come out, so maybe if the fog burns off, you get a little bit. So I think there's a chance, but I don't think it's going to last very long.
So future in meteorology for Jamie McMurray?
No, but I think that most people in the NASCAR garage, since we deal with the weather every weekend, have a pretty good idea of what it's going to do.
All right, buddy.
I'm going to say Denny Hamlin's the weather guy. He seems to get it right more than anyone else. So
really?
If you want to know, go talk to Denny.
All right, we will. All right, Jamie Mac. Denny Hamlin, something we learned today, the meteorologist of NASCAR. Oh boy. Tiff Daniels right there doing PR. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Exalta ride. Of course, this is the Exalta We Paint Winners 400 this weekend, so a big weekend for Exalta and their involvement in NASCAR. And on the side of this Dale Earnhardt Jr. 88. Took a lot of starts here to finally break through and get that victory. 2014, the big sweep here for Dale Earnhardt Jr. 30, I think it was about 29 starts, I believe it was, or 28 starts before he got that big win, broke through. But hey, in spectacular fashion. Here's the Austin Dillon number 3 here. Austin Dillon looking over the crew right now, doing some work on this car. And there is Austin Dillon. Looking over the car. We'll see if we can grab a question with you.
Yeah.
All right, man, not much Cup success here. But man, you got a truck win here, so the confidence has got to be a little better on the shoulders of Austin Dillon.
I think I finished 4th here last year.
Yes.
So I'm not bad in a Cup car. Yeah, I like coming here. It can be a fuel mileage race, a lot of shifting and pretty technical track. So I've enjoyed running good here.
And as I get goosed by your crew members here, how much fun is the Pocono area? I know you're a big outdoors guy. You come up here, man, you can have so much fun in this area, and there's so much wildlife and nature too.
Yeah, I actually have seen a turkey on the track before testing here. So they got a lot of wildlife, and we'll try and find something fun to do when we're not at the race.
I'm sorry, I was walking across the track.
No.
There's the brother, Ty Dillon, walking up to talk to Austin. All right, what are you coming over? Are you trying to get some advice from this guy or something?
Yeah, I'm geting all the advice from him.
Yeah, or is he getting it from you?
Not this weekend. Maybe this week I'm gonna have to lean on him a little bit. I've only raced here one time in the Cup Series, and but we did get some practice yesterday in Xfinity, so I got some questions to ask.
And you got a gear change over there in the Xfinity Series. Is that going to enable you guys to maybe shift, or is it just going to be something that improves the race?
Well, the first practice we were able to shift, so NASCAR didn't want to see that with the Xfinity cars, so the gear change made it so it's going to be a lot harder to shift. You might see a little bit of it in the race and traffic, but I don't think we'll be shifting very much.
All right, Ty Dillon right there, brother of Austin Dillon, little brother combo right there. They're going to talk here before practice number 1 for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. So maybe going the opposite way of what I thought they would do in the Xfinity Series rules package. We'll see. It should be interesting. The first time you ever come to a track, it's always interesting with the series, trying to get the right combination. And NASCAR works together so well with the teams to do that. And yesterday was a prime example with a big test session. Of course, the Xfinity cars getting 2 practices, still 2 major practices before they're qualifying tomorrow and their race tomorrow. Denny Hamlin, the weatherman of NASCAR, 3 poles, 4 wins, best driver rating. If you want to put somebody on NASCAR Fantasy Live and put them on your team, it should be Denny Hamlin. The number 20, Matt Kenseth, a winner here. This is like winner's row. We've got a lot of winners here because we got Joseph Logano right here, the number 22. Pulling double duty, he'll be running in the Xfinity car as well. right alongside the number 24 of Chase Elliott, the Napa Auto Parts machine. And right here, the hero of the day last week, Martin Truex Jr. coming off that big emotional win, getting his team into victory lane and coming to a place where you had some huge success last year and you did the tire test.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Obviously, it's no pressure anymore now, so we're in the chase. It's all about getting more wins. I'm just actually looking at the weather right now, trying to figure out what's going on.
Give us your best meteorology of what you think is going to happen here, Martin.
I have no idea.
We were told to ask Denny that he's the big meteorologist.
Let's be honest. He thinks he is. He thinks he's pretty good at the weather, and he actually has been pretty dang close most weekends. So
he has a better app than everybody, probably.
He's got a better app, and he's a pretty good guesser, too.
All right, Martin Truex Jr. right here. Look out for this Denver Mattress Furniture Row team. They're very fast when they're here for that Goodyear tire test, so expect some big things. And like you said, no pressure now on that 75 team. They've got the W. They've got themselves pretty much a guaranteed chase berth. Carl Edwards with 2 wins on the season so far for this number 19 team with the cool paint scheme on it this weekend. Carl Edwards. Eagle just told me 2 wins also here at Pocono. So 2 wins, watch your step, there's a cord right there. 2 wins here at Pocono, career-wise for him. And also 2 wins in the Sprint Cup Series. There's Kyle Busch here walking up to his car. Yeah, trying to say, hey, you know, everybody told me that Denny Hamlin's the best meteorologist in the garage. Is that true?
Denny's the best at everything.
Just ask him?
No, you don't have to ask him. Everybody else will just tell you that.
All right, man. What do you think your outlook is if you had to put on their meteorology cap right now and take off the NOS Energy cap? What would it be?
I don't know. It's misting, it's foggy, and it seems like there's more weather coming. So I don't foresee us being able to get a whole lot in here today, which is unfortunate. And the whole forecast for the weekend don't look good.
All right, he's probably going to be switching into qual trim, as many of these teams are right now, hoping to get the car on track for practice here at Pocono. And it might be a limited session for some of these Sprint Cup Series teams, and they know that right now. So the team's working very hard to strategize to maximize the time that they do have on the track. 0 wins for Kyle Busch here in 22 races, but Kyle Busch, one of the few tracks, Charlotte, that he hasn't been able to get the win, but we saw what he did this year in Kansas, a place where he's been so snake bitten in the past, no matter what race it was, the race in the chase or the race in the spring. But they went out there this year and made a statement, and expect Kyle Busch to really want to make a statement here and get the W. Jimmy Johnson, 2 wins on the season here, and Jimmy Johnson, the 2nd best driver rating of anyone here at Pocono. So when you're playing NASCAR Fantasy Live on NASCAR.com, do you like that plug? Yeah. Make sure. I'm in like 5 leagues. Pocono Raceway has a free league. Join it. It's really cool. Love the fact that Pocono is so interactive with fans. Man, check out the body on this number 41. You want to talk about a slick ride right here. Man, that thing looks like a late model all low slung. Is that number 41? Beautiful piece right here. John Klossmeyer also filling in as the crew chief this week, as Tony Gibson suspended lug nut violation for this 41 post-race. Lug nut violation during that race. So 3 crew chiefs taking a little suspension deal this week, and Brian Patty not sure if he's at the track. They were thinking about, I believe, appealing that one. But the 41 with a different crew chief here. But Kurt Busch can get it done here at Pocono. His last win here in 2007. It's been a long time since he's visited Victory Lane, but this is a place where you always see KB towards the front. Freaky Fast, the number 4 car. We talked about that car. Tigger, that's your car. You wanted to see this car every week. You're such a big fan, and that's what we love about you. And you're a big fan of NASCAR.com GarageCam. And Kevin Harvick, 0 wins here for Kevin Harvick. 30 starts, average finish of 14.2, so not too bad. You know, they perform pretty well here, but you want to talk about snake bitten. As far as the top drivers in the Sprint Cup Series, between Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch, I would say those are probably the 2 drivers right now that really want to break through here in the Sprint Cup Series and get that win. All right, folks, it doesn't look like we're getting on track yet here, but pretty soon we'll be able to fire them up on NASCAR.com. Make sure to tune in all weekend long, and tune in to NASCAR.com for live leaderboard and all the stuff for the Exalto We Paint Winners 400 Sunday 1 p.m. on FS1, MRN Radio, and Sirius XM Radio. And Alex Doss, my favorite fan, what's your son say? Oh, you're getting some autographs. Alex, this is GarageCam, and you got to wrap up. You got to wrap up the show for us.
Thank you guys all for watching. Check out Matt Dillner on Twitter @MattDillner, and
Matthew Dillner.
Matthew Dillner.
Yeah, that's okay.
Check him out on Twitter. Follow him on Twitter. #GarageCam, and we'll see you guys all next week.
And we'll see you at the races.